Hello. Right. Yeah. I always find this a bit of a self-conscious thing. Yeah. I would like to talk a little bit about something I've just been watching on YouTube actually, and I guess it's been on the telly a couple of times as well, maybe. But this thing about UFOs, and well, rather than just completely dive into the subject and this, that, and the other, regardless of whether you believe there is such a thing or whether there are aliens or whatever. But it's this question that come up that really struck me, and nobody seems to have addressed it before, and it strikes me as rather interesting, really, because the thing is that one of the things that people say about the possibility of releasing possible information about aliens, maybe there is, maybe there isn't, whatever, this, that, and the other, that it would fundamentally change people's belief systems, i.e., about God and so forth. You know what I mean? And again, regardless of what religion you believe in, do you know what I mean? That's not really the issue or the point. The point is that they believe, or certain people believe, that if you was to release kind of information like that, or if an alien was to land on the lawn of Washington tomorrow or something like that, that the human race would be thrown into some sort of chaotic, that their belief systems would be completely overturned. But then when you think about it, I think to myself, well, hang on, maybe that's not so true. Because the thing is, like I say, the thing is that, if you went to any Christian, let's just take Christianity for an example, it could be any religion, like I say, but let's just, for argument's sake, say Christianity, right? So you go up to most Christians, I would say, if you went to most Christians, regardless of what branch of Christianity it is, if you went to most Christians today and you asked them, do you believe God created the universe? Chances are they'll say yes. Yeah? Right. So they accept the fact that God created the whole universe, not just the Earth and our solar system, but the whole thing. Right. Okay. If that's the case, then if he created the universe, he's obviously created everything that's in it, including us. Yeah? So, therefore, why is it going to fundamentally change their belief system? Why should it in any way affect their belief system when you think about it? I mean, it shouldn't do, should it? Because, if they read their Bible or whatever book it is, the Quran or whatever, blah, 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 and if God created all of this, then why should it affect their fundamental belief system at all? Because, then they have to accept the fact that, hang on, yeah, well, if God created the universe and these aliens have just landed on the lawn of Washington and announced themselves, hello, folks, we're from the planet wherever, sort of thing. How would you do, by the way? We're your galactic neighbours. I can't see. I mean, okay, yeah, maybe for the rest of us that maybe don't necessarily have deep-seated religious beliefs, sort of thing, it might be a bit, maybe a little bit scary for us or whatever, or scary for a lot of people, maybe, I don't know. But hopefully they're, if they were friendly, the scenario hopefully is that they're friendly aliens, not wanting to conquer us necessarily. But, I don't know, it just strikes me as a bit of an odd statement, especially in this day and age. You know what I mean? I mean, why should, if aliens landed on the lawn of Washington, tomorrow or wherever, Downing Street, whatever, wherever the heck, whatever, announce themselves publicly all of a sudden to the whole world at the United Nations building, wherever, and suddenly said, hello, we're from planet so and so. Why should it necessarily change people's belief system? In their Bible or their Quran or whatever sort of thing. I don't think it should. Do you know what I mean? When you think about it. So to all you Christian people out there, or you people with deep-seated beliefs, I'd like to pose this question to you guys. I'd like people to come back on this. Actually, I'd love to find out what people's what people believe on this. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, and it probably never will. I don't know if there's anything out there. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not an expert. It's just something that crossed my mind, and I just suddenly thought to myself, hang on. I've read the Bible a little bit. I'm not a big I don't confess to know everything about the Bible. I don't. Do you know what I mean? But I've read it here and there. You know what I mean? Particularly the New Testament, particularly. And when I think about it, I'm sure there's probably passages in there. But I mean, when you again, the Bible, take the Bible for instance, it's been reinterpreted so many times by so many different people. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you've got so many different branches of Christianity these days, instead of just like one particular thing. There's like different branches of it, different and the thing is, people interpret it in their own way in some way, sort of thing. So I'm pretty damn sure that that if you read the passages of it, you could reinterpret some of those passages where God created these creatures or whatever, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. Oh, it may be that what that meant was it meant these creatures on these other planets or these beings on other planets, sort of thing. You know, so I can't really see why people would still hang on to that idea that, you know, if we was to see aliens land tomorrow, that there all of a sudden there would be some kind of religious meltdown, if you like. Do you know what I mean? That all of a sudden all these religious people would you know, be thrown into chaos and turmoil because, like, it fundamentally shakes the foundation of their belief system. But no, not really. When you think about it, I mean, like I say, as far as I'm aware, most Christian people do generally believe that God created the universe. I.e., if God created the universe, then therefore He must have created everything that's in it. And if He's created everything that's in it, then therefore, like I say, that there's got to be other beings knocking about, presumably. And if they pronounce themselves to us tomorrow, then why should it be a major problem? Anyway, like I say, that's my sort of little question on it. Now, I don't know how well my camera's performing. I've just noticed I seem to be going sort of thing. So I don't know how well this is going to come out actually. But I'm going to post this in a minute. Excuse me, I think I'm getting a bit of a cold. But yeah, I'm going to post this, and I'm not brilliant at doing this. You know, I'm probably coming across as a bit of a dork, and I'm starting to have second thoughts. Oh, how am I going to post this? It doesn't sound very well saying, does it? But do you know what? It's the question more than anything that I'm really interested in. I don't really care about how I come across, whether people think I'm a dork or whatever. I don't really care. I'm just really, really interested to see and get some opinions and get some feedback on, you know, what people think about this. Do you know what I mean? Do people think that if an alien being or any aliens, whatever, was to land on the lawn of Washington tomorrow or wherever, do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be there particularly, but, you know, wherever, you know, in some official capacity, they'd landed and announced themselves, maybe at the United Nations building or whatever, you know, wherever. Do people really believe that it will fundamentally change people's belief systems? Do you know what I mean? To the degree where it'd be like throw the whole question of Christianity and God into question. Personally, I don't think it would. Do you know what I mean? I really don't think it would. I don't think it should. I don't think it needs to. Not if you interpret, you know, what it says in the Bible anyway, you know, that God created the universe, then why should it? Do you know what I mean? But I'd love to get people's opinion on this. I really want to know what people think. So, I might not oppose this very well. I might not be coming across, you know, like some professional person, because I'm not. I'm just Joe Bloggs sat in flipping what's and I decided to, I'm going to try and get some answers on this. So, anyway, I'm going to post this now. So, catch you later. Thanks very much. Bye.